What happens when Bitcoin wallets from 2011 suddenly wake up after 14 years? Yesterday, someone moved $2.1 billion worth of Bitcoin that was originally purchased for just 78 cents per coin. That's a 13.8 million% return. Meanwhile, Trump's big beautiful bill passes on Independence Day, and Robinhood is in hot water with OpenAI. I'm Alex from Moonward Capital, and this is your crypto pulse for July 5th. Let's jump straight into the markets. Bitcoin is holding relatively steady at $108.64, down just 1.6% despite massive whale movements. Ethereum is at 295.18, down 2.224%, with Tron, Solana, and XRP all showing minor losses in the 1 to 2% range. But here's what's interesting. While major assets are slightly down, the sector performance tells a different story. Crypto stocks are absolutely soaring with a 16.23% gain in the last 24 hours. NFTs are up 6.24%, Memecoins up nearly 4%, and privacy coins up about 2.7%. Now to our biggest story, dormant Bitcoin whales are awakening. Two wallets from 2011 have moved a staggering 20,000 Bitcoin worth $2.1 billion to new addresses. These coins were purchased at just 78 cents each, representing a 140,000x return. What's fascinating is that these coins weren't moved to exchanges. They were transferred to new wallets, suggesting this might be security maintenance rather than preparation for selling. The question everyone's asking is, are these early adopters finally taking profits at these levels or simply securing their holdings? And even more importantly, despite moving $2.1 billion worth of Bitcoin, the market barely flinched. This shows incredible maturity compared to previous cycles when far smaller whale movements would trigger massive sell-offs. Meanwhile, Robinhood is pushing ahead with its tokenized stock ambitions, launching over 200 tokenized U.S. stocks on Arbitrum for European users. But they've hit a major roadblock with their private equity tokens. OpenAI has publicly rejected Robinhood's tokenization efforts, stating clearly that OpenAI tokens are not OpenAI equity, and warning that any equity transfer requires explicit approval. This creates significant uncertainty for the nascent private stock tokenization market, despite Robinhood's ambitious plans to eventually offer tokens for companies like SpaceX as well. The clash highlights the growing pains as traditional finance and crypto continue their convergence. While regulation in Europe under MiCA is enabling these innovations, the companies being tokenized aren't necessarily on board. In the Memecoin space, we're seeing impressive resilience with Bonk leading a modest recovery, up 3.69%. But the real stars are Fun Token and Humanity with extraordinary 24-hour gains of 24.68% and 25.50% respectively. This renewed interest in high beta assets suggests improving risk appetite despite the broader market uncertainty. The Memecoin sector's strength, while major assets consolidate, is a potential leading indicator worth monitoring. So what should you be watching in the coming days? First, keep an eye out for further dormant wallet activations. If more early Bitcoin whales start moving coins, it could signal a changing market dynamic. Second, monitor developments in the tokenized stock space as traditional finance and crypto continue their convergence despite regulatory uncertainties. And third, mark your calendar for the upcoming Crypto Week from July 14 through 18. Designated by the U.S. House to consider landmark bills on market structure, stablecoins, and anti-CBDC measures. What do you think about these dormant Bitcoin wallets awakening? Are they taking profits or just securing their holdings? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this update valuable, smash that like button and subscribe to Moonward Capital for your daily crypto pulse. I'm Alex, and I'll see you in 12 hours for our next update.